Hey, it's Michael DeSilves from New Hunter Church of Christ. I just want to share a few things with you this morning about why people act the way they do. Well, there are a lot of reasons why people do some weird things. Sometimes people when it comes to why you're defriended on Facebook, for example, we're going to talk about a lot of that today for the next several minutes. A lot of it could be because maybe they got a pet peeve because maybe you didn't respond back to their post and they just got their feelings hurt and got upset because they figured you didn't want to talk to them. And some people have a little peppy, and if you don't respond back to them, it's just a little quirk they got. Then they just defriend you. Or maybe they just like to stick with their group of people, with the people they know, like my mother put it. And they just don't like a lot of different people that they don't know. Well, you're always going to be meeting strange people until you get to know them. So I think that was just another excuse. I think it was really another excuse for something else when it came to why I was defriended by Trudy. Boom. But whatever. But the thing is, another thing could be is that people don't want you to be friends with their friends. Like, say your parents have friends and they don't want you to be friends with them because they don't want you to have any connection with their friends. And that could be what happened. And I know a lot of this stuff is stupid, and it is really on its face, but that's what people do, why they function the way they do. And it is dumb, and it's stupid, and it's not Christian or Christ-like. My mom got wind that Trudy was giving me some donations, and it was really nice of her to help me because I didn't ask her for any. She just offered. And, of course, I need the money, so I, like any preacher, took it. She gave it to me, as a minister, and I need it for the church here, and to tell you the truth about it, everybody. And I figured, it was really nice and rewarding that she did that. And, I think my mom got wind of that, maybe spoke to her about that, and she not only blocked me off of Facebook, but I can't even search her on the internet like she reported me or something, or banned me, off of her site. She went into the settings and did that, which is really weird and strange and crazy, really, because there's no need for that. But anyway, that's what some people do, they get a little crazy. And, they deal with some difficult people and, some mental illnesses and things. And sometimes people can do that. I don't know if that's the case here with Trudy. I think there was just a simple a misunderstanding that she didn't understand because I didn't respond to her post right away, and then she just blocked me because I didn't respond to her right away. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry I didn't respond to you right away. I didn't jump right away, but, I've also worked for a living too. I'm not always on Facebook 24/7. And you can't always respond to everybody's post every day. And since Trudy and Judy Ashburn, Trudy Boone and both Judy Ashburn are sort of in the same group or clique of friends, since she defriended me or unfriended me, Trudy unfriended me and blocked me too as well. But she did not make it to where I could not search her on the internet like Trudy did, which is really weird and really stupid. But anyway, then my mother, it's like I got to talk to my mother. She tells me that she's going to call me. And, of course, she's been sick for the whole week because she had the flu. And that's understandable. But I think the way she went about it was really childish and really just not right, really Christ-like, because I didn't do nothing to deserve this. And I think somebody was talking to her and put ideas in her head and said some things to her because they didn't like the fact, because I told them that she was giving me some donations. And she might have ran her mouth to her. And that's might be why it happened to me, too, as well. But, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to leave it in God's hands. And, hopefully Trudy will think about things and not listen to those voices and really think on her own 2 feet and really make her own decision. And she'll realize that, she made the wrong one and come back to the group. Because, you're always going to be around strange people, as my mother put it. She got a little overwhelmed by all the messages coming from different people, and she didn't really know the people, but, you didn't really know my mother either until you got to meet her, so that just sounds like an excuse or a cop-out, Trudy. But, that's just what I see. But I hope that you can work this stuff out. I love you, and, I hope we can work together and you can help and do things like you do in the Church of Christ. But, it's a shame that it happened that way, and I hope that, you can be more of a growing up, and, if you're going to, I hope you call me. Like you said, like my mother said 3 or 4 days ago, but of course she'd been sick with the flu, and that's understandable. But I mean, sometimes things like this happen. I don't know why they happen. I didn't understand it because she used to call me and message me all the time. We used to have good conversations about all kinds of things, and it was really informative and really nice to talk to her. But of course, as the saying goes, sometimes things like this happen, unfortunately, and we don't understand why they do, but they do. So let's just hope that people will, really think about things and really get back, and we can be together and not make excuses on fear, and realize that we're all strange until we get to know each other. And you know me, I'm my mother's son, so I don't know who else you would be talking to that's strange. But if other people are talking to you, that's good, because all the people that are on here are all Christian for the most part. So if someone's IMing you or PMing you, it's because they just want to talk to you. And it's not because they're trying to hurt you or they're strange or weird or different. They're just wanting to talk to you about God, that's all, and encourage you. And that's all these other people were doing. And matter of fact, some other people said what happened to you. They're wanting to talk to you and pray with you and share some things with you, and you're not online, and you block them too, the same way you did to me, which is really strange and kind of silly. But anyway, a lot of people do some weird things like that. And it's a shame because they miss out on a lot of good stuff. And, they miss out on everything. So, if you're going to be just to the people that you know, like my mom put it, and just stick with what's familiar to you, well, you're going to miss out on a whole lot of stuff, because that's just a very small and significant group of people that you know. So anyway, take care. I love you. God bless you. Have a nice day.